This is a huge visual effects film. Certainly the largest I've done, and one of the largest ever made.
By the end of the day, we'll probably be over 1,400 visual effects shots. We have 3 of the largest visual effects companies in the world working on this film, sometimes on the same shot for the first time. And we've never had that chance before.
Where the challenge came was actually trying to refine these mythological creatures into something that works well on screen.
Literally half the cast on this film will be populated by characters that were either entirely created in the computer, or half of them will be created in the computer.
You couldn't have made this film 5 years ago. You couldn't have done a completely photorealistic lion 5 years ago. You couldn't have joined completely photoreal legs onto a human body 5 years ago. I mean, this is the right time to be making the film.
What we're taking care of on this show is the beavers, the wolves, and the fox. The fox in the movie is a fully CG fox. The wolves are sort of mixed live action with CG. Some of the trickier elements are mixing live-action wolves in the same pack of the CG wolves and putting them in the same world and making them look completely believable, because, of course, that's the trick.
There's a huge amount of pressure on the visual effects side to deliver creatures that you believe are actually in the scene and acting alongside our real cast.
There's a side of acting that's kind of playing make-believe, and when we're acting to our ping-pong balls and on, you know, our various models and stuffed toys, it's still just being make-believe, and you just totally immerse yourself in the situation.
And cat.
And the challenge is really to bring it home as a absolutely believable characters on the screen.
Aslan's return. Thomas' arrest, the secret police, it's all happening because of you.
You're blaming us.
There's a prophecy.
One of the biggest things we had to figure out was how we're going to make a CG lion that really lives up to what everyone's expecting of Aslan.
When you see Aslan, you should be as terrified of him as you would be a real lion. You should be as attracted to him as, you know, wanting to pet a real lion. So to me, the animation first has to have the sense of weight and believability that doesn't look like animation.
You want an audience to look at it and say, how in the world do they put a, you know, an 8-year-old girl, you know, in the same scene with a lion?
Aslan's been 2 years in the making, and he's now making it to screen. It is a great achievement by Rhythm Hughes, no doubt.
A little bit of movement out there, guys.
We are endeavoring to make 2 armies made up of 5,000 characters in one and 15,000 characters in the other.
The order of business for a shot typically is build the background first and do layers as you get closer and closer to the camera. We receive film either at Sony or Rhythm & Hughes, and we put layers of people in or creatures after they have. Conversely, we're sending things to each house, so it's a round robin of all 3 in this situation that's going to work.
What you do is you build libraries as much as possible. So we might have a library of running cheetahs or walking centaurs, and then we build those libraries on disk, and then you can load those in and sort of distribute them. You know, that's one thing the computer is really good at doing, is replicating one thing many, many times.
So getting computer-generated characters to fight each other, and then Rhythm Hughes is adding that extra added thing of being able to add thousands of characters fighting in the background, using a piece of software called Massive, which was used on Lord of the Rings.
It's an artificial intelligence program that can take actions that have been captured, and they create these brains for each one of the characters. And they're all different. They all move different and act different.
We now have the ability to create digital creatures that have their own intelligence. You get emergent, intelligent behavior in a real battle just unfolding before your eyes. It's almost like we're watching it happen, then carefully directing it.
Our striving every day is to try to make what we have seen in our imagination come to life.
The Chronicles of Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.